Hello and welcome to 1987's Legacy of the Wizard, aka Dragon Slayer 4 Drasle Family. I'm Dylan, and this is the Drasle Family. So this game is a lot like other NES titles like The Legend of Zelda and Metroid, but it has a unique gimmick that there are 5 playable characters, and that you have to use all 5 of them to get through the game. Those 5 are all members of this family. Also here we see the grandparents. This is Gila, the grandmother. You'll use her to save. This is Dole, the grandfather. You'll use him to load your save games. Also we have Zemin, the father. Mena, the mother. Lil, the daughter. Rose, the son. And the family pet, Pochi. And let's get started. We're going to take Pochi out. And here we see the status screen. We see Pochi's stats over here on the right. Got strength, jump, distance. Distance is like attack range. And right now we have no items, so we have nothing to take with us. If we had anything, we'd be able to select up to 3 items to bring with us over here. For now, we're just going to get going. And we're off on our quest. Pochi. Alright, so up here, this tree, we see the first of the game's mini shops. And I'll try to remember for the sake of the video to duck in as many of these as we see to give you guys an idea of what's inside, but I'm not planning on buying many things. It's possible to get through this game without buying anything. Almost all of the important items you'll need you can find in chests. But it's, you'll see a couple of times I'll be using shops. Here on the left we have a healing potion for 50 gold. And a crystal for 95 gold. The crystal functions like an escape rope from Pokemon, or like a one-way version of a Scroll of Town portal from Diablo. It just warps you back to the entrance of the dungeon. But we don't need either of those things now, though as you can see up on top, we do have 50 gold at the moment. Each of those red ticks represents 10. Same rules apply for life, magic, and keys. Off here we got this lovely castle which does nothing. It just serves as backdrop for the entire game. And we can't go any further to the left, but we did pass a ladder. And if we go down there, we see another castle underground. And the first thing you'll notice here is that these enemies are not dealing any damage to me. And that's because Pochi, the family pet, is a monster, and other monsters recognize him as one of their own and will not attack him. That makes Pochi really useful for exploring the dungeon, going into dangerous places. However, Pochi cannot use most items, meaning that there are lots of places in the dungeon where you will not be able to take him. And let's kill this guy here, and we get a key. Nice. So enemies drop things according to your needs. I have no keys right now, therefore they'll be dropping a lot of keys. Let's fight another guy, and we get another key. Not too surprising. Kill these guys. Alright, this one dropped gold. That other thing is poison. We don't want that. When you're high on life, enemies tend to drop a lot of poison. It deals 5 damage to you. It's just avoid it. And because of poison, when I fight enemies, I'll usually try to walk past them after they die before their item appears, so that if it's poison, I don't have to wait for the poison to go away to walk past. And even though I'm Pochi and I don't need to fight monsters to defend myself, I'm going to be killing a lot of things that are in my way just because I need the keys and the gold. So we're going to use a key right here to open this chest, and this item inside will instantly restore all of our magic. You'll notice that each time I attack, I use up 1 point of magic. That's true of all characters, but every other character has a much longer attack range than Pochi. You see his little projectile just goes right out in front of him, almost like a melee attack. And pachoo pachoo! Walk past, yeah, see it's poison. Walk past, get some money. Alright, we're going to take the high road here. See there are 2 paths. We're going to keep going to the right. Oops. Alright, see I just took falling damage there. Whenever you fall more than your jump height, you take a single point of life, no matter how far you fall. So, like here, it's better to fall down than to jump. Fight this golem thing, get some more cash. Get some more cash. And cash. Alright, here, this ring is going to turn me invisible for a while. That doesn't really do anything to Pochi, but for every other character, it gives them his trait of not being attacked by enemies. by turning them invisible, undetectable. Like this guy, keep walking. So pretty soon we'll be coming on another chest, which is the reason I took the high road. Got some scorpions first. Ah, there it is. And this chest is going to give us a big ol' bag of money, which is probably going to max out our gold at this point. Yeah, well, one short. We'll be spending that a little later, but might as well grab it now. Take the high road here, and we're almost to the right edge of the dungeon. We came in at the very far left, and just beyond here is the far right. So that gives you an idea of how wide the dungeon is. It's also 16 of these floors tall, so it's quite expansive. And here it appears we've hit a dead end, but there is... not here. There are blocks that appear to be solid that when you touch them, disappear. And it's sort of a nod to roguelikes, which have a lot of secret doors and such. And it's not nearly as annoying as you might think. You'll come across a lot of them by accident. Here's another shop. There are an astonishing number of small businesses thriving inside this monster-infested dungeon. This one sells magic potions and life potions. We need neither right now, so we'll move along. If we jump up here, you can see there's another secret passage. Fight some guys, get a key, get a magic. So now that our magic is about at half, we're going to notice that enemies are going to be dropping mostly bottles that restore magic. That makes it kind of frustrating if you're trying to get keys or gold. Oh, that's nice. You're going to be running across a lot of pretty worthless bottles before you actually need them. Bottle. Down here is one of my favorite rooms in the dungeon. It's shaped like a shark. And inside it, we see a chest that contains... that contains one of the first of the items we'll need to complete our quest. It is the glove. And you'll probably see in the next video what that's used for. And to get it, we need to jump in this shark's mouth, leap up here, and over, drop down, and there we are. Use our key, open the chest, and get the glove. And you'll notice that it doesn't appear equipped to us up in the item slots there right away. To get an item, we either have to return to the house, or rest at an inn. And Pochi can't use the glove anyway. So, it's kind of moot at this point. So, anyway, the objective of this game is to slay a dragon named Keela, who is sealed inside a painting lower in this dungeon. To fight Keela, we need a sword called the Dragon Slayer. And to get the Dragon Slayer, or to get to the Dragon Slayer, I should say, we need 4 crowns, which are also here in this dungeon. Each of those crowns is in a separate section of the dungeon, designed with a specific character in mind. And so we'll have to use each of the characters to go down to their section of the dungeon and get their respective crown. But before we even start hunting for crowns, there are a few useful items I like to pick up first. That glove is one of them. That's used by Zemin, the father. The next one we will want is the Madoc, which is used by Lil, the daughter. And a few more others like that, but we'll get to those later. For now, we're just headed back. Now that we got the glove, I'm going to return to the house and switch to Zemin. We'll grab this. I think this is, a food that'll restore our life to the maximum. Each of these chests you can only get once. I'm just getting them out of the way. There's no real reason to leave them. We're not going to be coming back this way ever. Everything we do from here on out will be on the lower levels of the dungeon. I'm going to duck down here for a second, because there's one more chest I want to get before returning to the house, and that's this one. And it contains a crystal, which is that town portal I was talking about earlier. We'll need to use that to shortcut our way out of this dungeon at some point later, so I might as well pick up the free one now. You may remember it was pretty exorbitantly priced at the shop. And that doesn't change. There are items whose prices vary from shop to shop, but crystals are always expensive. And now you can see we're back at the entrance. Now we're on the underside. This is sort of like a one-way escape, at least for Pochi, who can't jump very high. And we're out. So, this is just the very tip of the iceberg of our quest, and I hope to see you back here for the second video. Thanks for watching. Bye.